We are back, hour number 2. I am your host of Laying Down the Law, Steve Foster. My co-host, the former All-Pro NFL quarterback, Jeff Blake. Getting to the holiday season early. We call him Jingle Blake on this Christmas edition of Laying Down the Law. We're also with the athletic attorney, Ryan Willett. Glad to have him back. And Ryan, we are going bowling, son. No, not with 10 pins. It's the college football season, and there are several bowl games throughout the state of Texas.
The most wonderful time of the year.
That's right. And there's over 35 bowls. And so we're going to start north. This is kind of our bowl game extravaganza until we come back on the 28th. We're going to give ourselves a little Christmas break next Sunday. But we are privileged and pleasured to have Brant Ringler, the GM, and I got this right. I practiced in the break, Lockheed Martin Armed Forces Bowl and the Zaxby's Heart of Dallas Bowl. So, without further ado, we say happy holidays to Brant Ringler. Brant, thank you for coming on, and happy to have you this morning.
Well, thanks for having me on, Steve, and happy holidays to you guys.
Appreciate it. You are Fort Worth and Dallas affiliated. You've got both of these games. Tell us a little bit about the matchups and what's going on both in Dallas and in Fort Worth.
Yeah, in Dallas, our first game we'll have is on December 26th. It'll be Illinois versus Louisiana Tech, so it's a Big Ten Conference USA matchup. And then over in Fort Worth on Friday, January 2nd, we have the Pittsburgh Panthers coming to town to play the University of Houston.
Excellent.
What stadiums will these games be in, Brant?
Well, the Zaxby's Heart Dallas Bowl will be in the historic Cotton Bowl Stadium, and then the Pittsburgh and Houston game will be in Amon G. Carter Stadium, which is home of the TCU Horned Frogs.
Brant, did you happen to go to TCU? Just a question.
I did not.
Okay.
University of Texas Arlington.
Oh, okay. The Mavericks.
Yeah.
We know that. Okay. Yeah. Well, I know some people up in Fort Worth, and it's been tough on the Big 12 with not being able to be a part of this inaugural new college football playoff system. Nonetheless, there's some very good matchups. So I was just checking. You're up in North Dallas, in North Texas. Could have been one of the alums for TCU. Tell us your process, both with the Heart of Dallas Bowl and also with the Armed Forces Bowl, and going through your preparation and selection for these teams.
Yeah, well, this year we signed a 6-year agreement with several different conferences for both bowl games. Our Dallas game, we have Conference USA on one side for the next 6 years, but on the other side of the ball, we have a rotation between the Big 10 and the Big 12. It's our first year really with the Big 12 over there, and the Big 10 starts us off. Now, in Fort Worth, our game pays tribute to the military, so we always try to have an academy as part of our process if we can. This year we had lined ourselves with the Army to play the American Conference, which Houston is in, and Army unfortunately did not qualify. It looks like they're going to have a good team in a couple of years after watching like yesterday's game between Army and Navy.
Yes.
But this year they did not qualify, and the Big 12 was our backup. And we thought we had a really good chance, but when TCU and Baylor played in the top 6 bowls, that vacated our spot. So we were the only at-large bowl game out there this year. So we had to wait for the process for all the bowl selections to occur in regards to, especially the top 6, because then it allowed us to know what conference out there had the remaining Power 5, so to say, team available. And when we saw that Pittsburgh was the only one remaining, we were able to take them to come down to the game.
So, Brent, tell us about, I know one of the fun things about Bowl Week are the events that the teams do when they come to town. So what are some events that you're doing for the 4 teams that are coming to both Dallas and Fort Worth?
Well, in Dallas, we'll be taking them to a Dallas Mavericks game when they come in town. We go to Top Golf. I don't know if you guys have that.
Oh, yeah, man.
Big Top Golf guys.
We had a Monday Night Football watch party in Austin all season last year. Absolutely. Yeah. Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's some fun stuff. We started that program last year. The kids just loved it. So we'll do that. We'll do gift suites for both teams over in Fort Worth. We're having the large pep rally. We have a Randy White come in for a nice luncheon as well. And then out at the stadium, we've got a lot of stuff going on in regards to the military having things on display. Lockheed Martin's our title sponsor, so we're going to have awesome flyover. We're going to have jump teams. We're going to have a military band that plays a branch song every quarter. We have a Great American Patriot with General Pace coming in town. We're going to do over 100 Wounded Warriors, Purple Heart recipients being honored. We induct over 125 recruits into the military. Following the game, we'll have Gary Sinise and Lieutenant Dan Band play a post-game concert in what we call our Armed Forces Adventure area. And within that area, we have all these top military items on display. We have a Veterans Village as well, where veterans gather and tailgate before the game. And we also put on a football game. So there's a lot going on.
Yeah.
So it's good. We have we have a staff of 5 putting all this on, but we have some really great volunteers for both bowl games.
All right. So what about the swag bag? Got to ask about the swag bag.
The swag, we really do the gift suite. We automatically, we'll give them their beanies and all that kind of stuff, and we'll give them their backpack and things like that. But we really have 5 or 6 tier level of in the gift suite for all these different priced items. And the kids, we don't know what they already have.
Right.
So we really like the gift suite to where they can go and pick and choose. And a lot of them use them as gifts for Christmas, for others.
Oh, okay.
So we can put women's gifts in there too, like purses and stuff. You'll be amazed how they buy their girlfriend or their mom something. So we give them a lot of different options. But you're going to have the Beats and things like that. You're going to have the new what's it called? It's the GoPro cameras that are on the ground. You have the aerial. Have all these different ones that they can choose from. A wide variety of stuff for them. I mean, they're going to have a great time.
I'm sure they love that stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
Brant, we certainly enjoyed the Valero Alamo Bowl down here in San Antonio. So we, wanted to do something a little different this year. The way that I looked at it and had the opportunity to meet up with some of the folks in Dallas a few weeks ago at Hop Dottie in town there, Midtown, and welcoming in the new Dallas Sports Commissioner and Monica, and catching up with Daniel that works over at the Fair Park facility.
Yeah, we work with Daniel and we work with Monica for that event over there. Great people, and so I'm glad you guys know them too.
Absolutely. So I wanted to highlight and showcase North Texas, and we're going to have the opportunity to talk with the guys in Houston, because that's going to be a really good matchup with Texas and Arkansas, and then also finish with locally here with the Valero Alamo Bowl. Is there? Tell us, please, because there's a lot of veterans and military folks in San Antonio that may want to see the game with so many things dedicated to them, especially the Wounded Warriors and some other projects like that. How can the fans go about getting tickets to both of these games?
Well, for the Armed Forces Bowl, we have a program in which all our corporate partners are required to buy tickets for the active, reserve, and veterans to attend the game free with their family. We have up to 4 tickets, and they just go online to armedforcesbowl.com, click on the military ticket app, and they can download and get their 4 tickets to come to our game. We'll easily have over 10,000 just through that program alone. In Dallas, the heartofdallasbowl.com is the website to go to, and over there, we're honoring first responders. So in Fort Worth, you got the people that take care of us overseas. In Dallas, we're going to be honoring all the people that take care of us at home. So it's a great program in both cities. Absolutely.
Well, I tell you, we want to post this up, and do both of the bowls, I'm sure, have Twitter handles as well?
Yep. No doubt about it. Just the Twitter, the Pound Armed Forces Bowl and Pound Heart of Dallas Bowl. Yep.
Excellent. Well, we certainly appreciate the time this morning. And you know what? I may sneak up there to try to go see one of those games and just let folks know how it's done in North Texas, unlike it is here in San Antonio. I know the state of Texas enjoys it, and even out west where I'm from at the Sun Bowl in El Paso. So,
well, we love our football up here. There's 4 bowl games. We've got the Cotton Bowl as well, and the national championship up in the Metroplex. So we love our football, and as you know, the state of Texas loves their football. So you're more than welcome to come on up. Just let me know, and we'll take care of you.
No problem. Brant Ringler, the general manager for the Lockheed Martin Armed Forces Bowl and also the Zaxby's Heart of Dallas Bowl. And we thank you for your time and this information, and we certainly will post it so that our listeners and folks on Facebook and Twitter of that nature can know what's going on around bowl season. So thank you very much for your time this Sunday. Happy holidays and Merry Christmas.
Same to you. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you, Brant. We're going to take a sidebar, and we're going to go to Houston, down to the 713, the 281, the 832, and talk to my man David Fletcher, talking about the Texas Bowl, the University of Texas versus the University of Arkansas, when we come back right here on this Christmas edition of Laying Down the Law.